What's up, guys? I'm back. I noticed that the video quality in the last video was like extremely terrible. Like, well, not extremely terrible, but what happened was that the quality that I'm recording from is actually 720, 1280 by 720, because that's what's output. That's what this game outputs at. And my capture device was set to capture at 1920 by 1080, which threw off the resolution. So you could watch it at 1080. And it's not going to look right. It's going to look stretched because of my capture software, which I'm using OBS right now. I set it up wrong. Is actually capturing it at 1920 by 1080. So the first like 4 videos I think are going to be like this. I mean, I could delete them and go back and redo them, but that means I'd have to make a new character and, you know, start from the beginning of the game. And I've already gotten decently far, so now I'm not too worried about it. I mean, if you guys don't like it, I mean, I can always do it again, but I don't have that many. I have like 4 subscribers and 8 views in my last video, so I'm not worried about it. And last time I kept muting my headset, and I noticed that I could hear that, so I'm gonna try to leave my headset not muted at all. Hopefully, you can't pick up my computer. I've got a 120 by 3, so it's like 360 millimeter radiator with a bunch of fans on it, so it's kind of loud. They're expensive fans. They're still quite loud. I run through this area quite a bit because I'm trying to get souls to level up. Studying as a pyromancer does suck, but it allows me to pretty much customize my character any way I want, except for Faith. But then I realized I wanted to make a Faith Dex character, and so I'm kind of like, I don't care. My character build will probably end around soul level 120, 125 on New Game Plus. So NPCs that I kill or souls that I consume from bosses don't really bother me right now. Plus, I don't think I'll use the Moonlight Butterfly soul for anything, or I don't think I'll use the Iron Golem soul for anything. What else? What else will I use? There's quite a few. I'm probably going to join the Sunbros Covenant. And then on New Game Plus, I'm going to turn in that soul so I can get the badass lightning bolt. Later on in the game, I do screw up quite a bit. I die quite a few times, but I'm not going to cut it out. I'm not one of those people who cut out their deaths and make it look like, oh, I never die, because I'm not the best Dark Souls player. I mean, I'd say I'm above average, but I'm nowhere near anywhere close to the best. I play it more for fun than to be really good at it. And playing it for fun has made me better at the game, but I'm not a pro. I'm just, you know, a little bit above average. I was thinking at first, like, I heard footsteps behind me when I was at this part, and I was like, so who's coming up behind me? And then I realized, oh crap, that ladder down there, because somebody probably saw me. And that down here, I think, is the item rubbish. Actually, it's actually worth quite a bit if you beat it a Frampt, I think. Let's look it up. I use Wikidot when it comes to Dark Souls for everything. I just like their layout better. You can get a Titanite chunk from Snuggly the Crow. Okay, that's not bad. Knows anything about Frampt? I've been yawning a lot today. I don't think I'm tired. I've been messing around with the audio and video levels, you know, the audio from the game or the audio from the mic a little bit, I'm trying to make the mic volume a little bit louder, but I hope it's not too loud in the last video. It is kind of loud. I also think I got a muffled. I don't know what that is. I always hate like in this game, the two enemies I hate the most are arrow guys, the guys that shoot arrows at you, and then dogs. Worst enemies in any game is arrow people and dogs. Because they're strategically placed on purpose to make you fail. Most people wonder what those white rings are, which by now most people should know, but it's I think it's from people using miracles online, like in either PvP fighting each other or just using them in general. So when you're near them, it makes your miracles stronger. Oh, excuse me, I don't know. I just keep yawning. I yawn like what, 4 times in 6 minutes? It's ridiculous. I think this is the S-Stock. I realized after I equipped it that I really do not like the S-Stock. It is, I think it's got a terrible moveset. Some people like the quick, you know, stabs and stuff. For me, nah, I'll be fine without it. That's why I think I leveled up my faith and then equipped Astora's straight sword because I think it has a better moveset. But I'll probably end this build with the Great Scythe again. It'll be plus 15, and then I'll either join I think the Dark Moon Blades or whatever covenant that is. I don't remember if they use faith or intelligence. So if they use faith, I might join them this time after or before I join Sunbros. But if it's intelligence, I don't even mess with them. Oh, and to join the Sunlight Brother, or whatever it is, the Sunlight Covenant, you have to help somebody. There's a certain counter that it keeps track of in the game, and I think it's 20 times. So 20 times you help a character in the game, you go back over to that broken statue that Solaire stands next to, over by the Hellkite Drake, underneath the Hellkite Drake, and you should be able to join the Covenant after you've helped like at least different characters. It doesn't have to be the same character; it could be different characters, but at least 20 times you've helped people, and then you can join them, and then you get the Lightning Bolt miracle, which is actually a pretty decent miracle. And then if you beat the game, you can start a new game plus, go over back to the Covenant area, and give Gwyn's soul up to get a better version of the Lightning Bolt. You can see me getting fucked up here. I originally had the S-Stock out, and I tried to kick the shields away, and didn't realize the moveset didn't have a kick in it with that sword. So I was like, oh crap, you gotta be kidding me, I forgot about that. So you can haven't used the S-Stock in quite a while. Plus the shield spear guys are kind of they're ridiculous anyway. They can hold their shield up and attack you at the same time. That's another thing about the dark or the Souls games in general. Like the souls that you need to level go up, and it just makes it harder to level. And at first it's not that bad, but towards the end it starts getting ridiculous. Like it's like, how am I gonna level one level when I need 50,000 souls to level one time? It gets pretty ridiculous. My favorite area to get souls actually is the Painted World of Ariamis, because I'll put my summon sign down. We'll kill the king, whatever his name is, who invades the person's world. We'll kill the phalanx people. And then most people kill Priscilla, so I'll help them cut her tail off, you know, because they probably want the weapon. And I get souls for it, so I'm not worried. Like the souls add up fast when you do that. Like you can get a couple 100,000 souls pretty fast just by helping people out in that area. And I've done that area so much that I'm 100% used to it because it's my favorite area in the game. I like the look of it, I like the feel. And every time I see that bridge in the painted world, it reminds me of the Dark Souls 2 trailer where he's crossing that bridge, which yeah, that could be any bridge, but it looks oddly familiar to the bridge in the painted world. An example right there, as you can see, of the level design being awesome, as you can see the basement area, like you use a basement key to get to the depths or whatever. You can see that area over there where the dogs are just by looking up the side right here. Yeah, I got fucked up here. I usually don't ever die over here, but you know, it happens. It's Dark Souls. If you didn't die, it wouldn't be Dark Souls. Or you're just the badass of the game. It's your superpower is playing Dark Souls. I wish this game had more multiplayer, you know, play options, like, I don't know, just together with other people. Throughout most of the game, like when you beat a boss, people shouldn't have to disappear, which depends on what area you're in, but like the what is it up here, Taurus demon? I wish that the person that you summon could stay with you and you could just keep playing. And then it had some type of chat system, because the only way to, like, the best way to do that right there is to have games for Windows Live, and then when someone joins it, see if you can get their gamer tag and talk to them, and be like, hey, let's play together. What's your Skype name? Blah blah blah. But that's so much work just to play with other people. And this game, I think this game would be a lot more fun. Like I don't have it on the PC, but if I did, I hope there would be a mod out there that lets you communicate easier with other people. And that most people would get, but the Dark Souls community is big, but it's just, I don't think it's that big, because I'm online now on the PS3, which you have better chances of being invaded and helping people on the PS3, I believe, and a 360, because the network's better than games for Windows Live. But I noticed that the community is not as big as it used to be, or at least people play offline. Now I'm using the S-Docker again. I hate that weapon so much. But not as much as the hand axe. And you can attack with your shield up with this weapon too. The little burst attacks, you know, I think they're kind of you know, lame. It's just not fun. Little poke. It reminds me of the guys that look pinkish red, who have the flame torches. All they do is they tap you and they set you on fire. They don't even try to fight you. They just, oh, I'm gonna troll you and tap you. And then the reason why I stopped was because I swear I could hear the Black Knight like running around underneath. Like I thought he somehow heard me. Maybe he attacked a wall or something. He was coming after me. But no, I think I go down there and he's still just steady there. But I've been watching Midnight stream all day, and between playing Dark Souls, and I played quite a bit of Dark Souls today. I fixed my at least I think I did. I fixed the issue with the resolution. I made OBS capture at 1280 by 720, which that's what the game outputs at. So it should look better later on. I can't remember if it said Dark Souls 2 is going to be in the PS4. Oops. What was that? Going. I have camera on here, you know, you can see me, but I pulled it out today, and the base that the camera sits on is broken, so it would be like lopsided, and it wouldn't look right. And plus, it's a crappy camera anyway. It was like a $20 like Skype camera type deal at the store that I bought it at, and it came in a package of 2. So I could probably buy a decent camera for 20 bucks now, but it was just extremely terrible quality, and like the colors are all washed out, like the light bulbs, the soft white ones that have like an orange tint to them. Oh, they look really orange in that camera. Here I tried to backstab him, but of course I didn't get it because he turned around. Plus I noticed that different enemies have different like backstab hitboxes behind them, which it kind of throws you off if you're not used to it, because like, oh, I've been backstabbing these guys the whole game, how come I can't backstab him? And it does get kind of annoying, but they are different enemies. I guess they'd have different spots to backstab them, just maybe by a little bit. And I think the issue is when the enemies are scaled up to a different size. Like the Black Knight right there is like twice as tall as a normal enemy almost. And like that stock is really good for backstabs and parries because it does a lot of damage. And here I was trying to like backstab him over and over again, but I think I screwed it up. Yeah, I did. This next part, I'm like, oh, let's throw some pyromancy. I'm a genius. Oh, only does almost 100. I'll do that again. And like he'll turn just a little bit right away, so you can't do it. Like he was designed not to be able to backstab very easily. But I'm not a brand new player, so I can pull it off. Most people get the Black Knight greatsword right there, or whatever the type of sword it is, and that they use it throughout most of the game. They let it carry them through the game, and I don't like that. I don't like swords like that. Like the Drake sword, I got it my first playthrough. I was like, oh my god, it's so badass. But then I just quit because it was like, it's not fun when you use just the Drake sword, and the moveset isn't cool because you can't use your strong attack without using its durability. And there I'm trying to get my strength to at least 16. I can't remember what shield requires 16 strength. And I'm using that shield because it has 100% physical reduction. Because I hate when I block and then, oh, you still get hurt. Which with a really small shield it would make sense. With a shield like that and a sword comes down and it hits you, in real life you'd probably feel it because your joints would hurt and your arm would hurt because you're blocking a heavy ass sword with a heavy shield. But in this game it doesn't really matter. So most shields this size I believe should have 100% physical damage reduction. But they don't. An example is the Grass Crest shield. I just made it inside right there before I got hit. And I just managed to miss that too. Stora's straight sword. I love the moves. I like having slash attacks and then long reach stab attacks. I love the parry animations in this game. I think I've only had humanity drop from that particular rat once in my entire playthrough of the whole game. All the games I've played on this, all the save games, I've had to drop one humanity total. Here I don't like to lock on enemies because Like I'll fall down because my camera is causing my character to walk in a weird direction. I got lucky right here. I was like, yeah, felt so good. Because I usually don't pull stuff like that off. And I'm not like the king of parrying either. I'm not like Vegeta311, I think his YouTube channel name is. Like I can parry pretty decent, but I'm not super good at it. I mess up sometimes. Like Gwen I can't parry at all. But anyway guys, I think this is the end of this episode, so I will see you guys. I don't know, I might do another video tonight actually. It'll be ready for tomorrow.